good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Press Play, powered by 0 to 60 Energy Drink, where I'm your host, Sid Frazier, and we're so excited to get to another episode that we got waiting just for you. Another action-packed episode. Deion Sanders at Jackson State, looking like a Division I team. Wide receivers in the NFL, who's the best? NBA, hey, rookie. We'll be right back. More Press Play.
I'm Jamison Williams. I attend Carnegie College Preparatory High School in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a wide receiver committed to the University of Ohio State. I see a lot of great things in Dr. Hayes. She get me loose when I'm running my routes. I feel agile. Also on the track, it's the same thing, so I'm really loose running my races.
I'm Dr. Connie Hayes with Fit for Life Sports and Rehab. If you want a competitive edge on the field, call me, 314-532-0957.
Welcome back to Press Play. And again, we want to say thank you for being with us tonight. We have another action-packed show, and we're ready to get at it. I'm going to introduce my panel. Starting down here at the end, at co-host, we got Tyler T. Cole Coleman.
Let's get to it, baby.
You ready for it?
Yes, sir. You know that.
We dialed in tonight. Next to Tyler, we got Mr. Zeldman Sanders. Big Z. What it do?
I'm ready, man.
Stay ready.
All the time.
I heard if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Yeah, I woke up like this.
Okay, Mr. NFL. We got Will Franklin in the house.
What's up, big dog?
It should be right up your alley tonight.
Hey, man, you know it's wide receiver here.
Okay, well, we're going to stop procrastinating. We're going to stop wasting time, gentlemen, and we're going to get right on to it.
Yeah.
First up, we got Deion Sanders, man. What has he got going on down south? Man, we've been looking at the things that Deion been doing his first early National Signing Day. How do you think it went? I mean, with the kind of momentum that is picking up, what you think Deion gonna do? What do Deion got going on, man? I mean, this is getting crazy.
Right. If you start with me, I'm gonna tell you, Deion's doing what I would do if I was someone that's in that position. I'm using my name and my history of playing this game of football to get these kids. And the staff he put together, man, you talking about, you got Pro Bowlers in there. You talking about guys that actually been there that know what it takes to get to the level that we all want to get to.
Yeah. I mean, he got his sons down there with him. He got kids flipping from universities. Yeah. You got kids flipping from major universities that want to come play for Deion Sanders at HBCU.
Yeah.
Z, you've been in the HBCU.
Yeah.
What is that culture and that atmosphere, not only like before this, but now you bringing in this kind of talent? Yeah. What is that going to do to the culture of not only that team, but the culture of HBCU?
I mean, like you said, he got the right name, prime time. Mm-hmm. And so just to see that, and like he came with an agenda, he's already meeting it. Yeah. Just so far, you got to realize this is the highest recruiting class in HBCU history. And he's #1 in FCS in recruiting this year.
Yes, he is.
I heard a stat today that just blew my mind. It said that he had the nationally ranked recruiting class was 123rd in the country. Now, for somebody, that sounds like, what, 123rd? But you got to realize it's 127 D1 schools.
Yeah.
This isn't even a D1 school, and he's ranked 123.
Yeah.
Tyler, give me a little bit of the insight on some of this talent that he's picking up down there.
Well, first of all, it's been impressive to see what he's done. He's gotten 3 4-stars already.
Yeah.
That's unheard of.
He's been able to flip 4 SEC guys to come join him, and he got another young man from Florida State. He, like you said, he brought his son. He has a 4-star. His son's a quarterback. That's a 4-star. That's big time. I mean, he went to work, and I think everybody else has got exactly on point. He made sure to use his name, make sure to use the social media platform, and he's got right after. So I've been, man, I ain't gonna lie. This isn't what I was expecting. Yeah. Like on the first, on the first year.
Yeah.
But man, he got to it.
Yeah.
So Z, I'm gonna come right back to you. Let me ask you this: do you think that this type of movement, you think this is going to hurt, or is it going to help HBCUs from this point forward? Because here's the thing.
Right, go ahead.
Everybody can't do what Deion doing.
Right.
I mean, Deion is pulling a lot of this off his star power, but at the same time, it's building hope. To me personally, it should be building hope all around the HBCU community. What you?
But see, I'm with that because Deion's name is not the only name. Mm-hmm. So now, like they always say, it's a copycat league.
Exactly.
There's some other names out there who could just show up and do the same thing. So it's beautiful, but it's just scary because what he's doing is like, man, it's like a perfect storm. Like he's coming. He's coming, man, and it's gonna be a problem.
So we could clearly say right now that we expect a stellar season.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it'll be interesting to me to see, these little cupcakes that most teams usually pick up in week 1 or 2. Man, wouldn't that look good to see Jackson State get a chance at one of them in week 1 or 2, maybe next year or something like that?
You know what? I think, it's going to be some universities that's going to take that challenge on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because they know he's still probably a class or 2 recruiting-wise away
Away,
from being
exactly. Ready.
that
Yeah.
to where you're going to avoid that. But it would be good for the HBCUs to be able to get a Division I game and show that, hey, man, we can play with the best of the best. And recruiting the way he's recruiting, that's not going to take long. You still have a second signing day in what is it, February?
Yep.
That's coming.
Right.
That he have a lot of time, and with the NCAA just ruling that a lot of kids can transfer and be eligible right away.
Same year.
That makes me think he got a lot more work he can get done between now and then to get some more dogs into that place.
And he got Under Armour behind him too, so now he's getting a financial back.
Yeah.
And we'll mention dogs. It's impressive to see him go head-to-head with SEC schools. Flip a kid from Georgia, flip a kid from Florida.
Yep.
That right there lets me know, hey, I'm serious about what I'm doing, and they're believing in him.
Yep.
And
But not just Georgia and Florida. I mean, we can keep going down the line. We got kids that flip from Mizzou, South Carolina, Florida
USC.
State, Mississippi State.
Yeah.
So again, it makes me wonder, like, do you see that tide starting to turn with? Because to me personally, you've seen that a lot of that first and second week of the season, those cupcake games.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could consider this a cupcake game. So how many schools do you think will be jumping off the ledge to go and try to get this easy win per se, easy win?
For me, it's still got to see what the depth would be for him in Jackson. You know what I mean? It's you can say you can go up against a big dog right now,
Right.
Because you got a few of them.
Now, I'm not saying go play Alabama. Right.
No,
But maybe
no,
a
no,
Central Florida,
but still in
a Southern Florida, South Florida, something like
not
that.
one of them ones, you know what I mean?
That
South
you wanna
Florida,
Yeah.
that you want to just run up on right now. You know
And
what
not
I mean?
only that,
You gotta hold your horse.
And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer to anybody on here, right? But I want to make sure that we put in the forefront, we still got to see how he coaches at that college level.
Absolutely.
And for me, that's gonna determine how those next recruiting classes come. Because we know right now it's all about the spunk. Hey, you're believing in him.
Yep.
But from here on out, we got to see what he can do.
But Z,
I'm
gonna flip it to you because I want to hear you. He said it depends on how he coaches. You mentioned the coaching staff and stuff like that he's put together.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's going to be enough to allow him? Because we've seen Deion, coach the high school level. We've seen him coach the Under Armour games and stuff
Right.
like that. So he's familiar with a lot of his talent.
Yeah.
For sure.
But do you think he has enough alongside of him with his staff to be able to accomplish what he's trying to
Oh, he
accomplish?
definitely do. We talking about Deion, not just his athletic ability. He was a great student of the game. See, people don't talk about that. They talk about him being a shutdown corner. He was fast, played baseball. No, he was a real student of the game.
Absolutely.
It's just that's when you know you're great, like a Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. You study the game, and he got that. So I don't think it's never going to be a problem with him coaching these players.
Well, I tell you what, it has been an absolute joy just watching him and just watching how his mind is working, how the squad he got behind him is working to be able to pull off these kind of things. And, man, I'm excited to see what this next season is going to bring. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited to put my eyes on some of these HBCUs and see how hopefully this starts a trend.
Right. Yeah.
Hopefully this starts a trend. But we're going to get ready to close out this segment, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. We ask you do not change that channel because we got plenty more to get involved with, and you do not want to miss it. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back on more Press Play. And welcome back to another edition of Press Play, where I'm your host, Sid Frazier. And we're looking forward to getting into this next subject, guys, the NFL. We know the NFL is off and running, and we have seen some some outstanding wide receiver play this year. And we want to talk a little bit about who do you think the number one receiver is in the NFL? I mean, we got a boatload of guys who's having exceptional seasons. You got some young guys who's coming up and having some exceptional seasons. And, man, I'm looking forward to seeing how this thing play out. I mean, we got guys like Stephon Diggs on a new team doing what he's doing with a quote-unquote unproven quarterback.
In a pandemic.
In a pandemic year where they just met for the first time this summer. They couldn't even work together.
Right.
And you see them already 100 yards. I mean, 100 receptions, over 1,100 receiving yards. Man, and they look good.
Yeah, they do.
Well, what, about 3 more games to go?
Yeah. This is week 14.
Yeah.
So, about 3 more games to go and much more growing to do. Josh Allen, when he first came into the league, he was just known for having a big arm.
Right.
But now you see him starting to turn the page. And I credit that kind of stuff to receivers like Stephon Diggs. Well, I mean, what you thinking about, Will, as far as this your sweet spot?
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
I mean, these wide receivers, we got a cluster of them, man.
Yeah,
How do you
man.
pick out one to say that's the guy this year?
It's hard, but for me, you look at consistency. You know what I mean? And the guy that me and Tyler, I'm going with B-Hop. You know what I mean? You talking about a guy
That's a bad man.
year in, year out. You know what I mean?
Right.
These numbers are not surprising to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? But to see him consistently do it at the level that he's doing it, you know what I mean? And he shows up to every big game.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Some guys show up and, they probably have 2 catches for 80 yards.
Right. But
Nope.
DeAndre Hopkins, not only has he been doing it, but now the same situation like we just talked about with Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
New team, new system,
Yep.
unproven quarterback,
Yep.
Right.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Yep.
Yeah.
And to see him go in there and do the type of things that he's doing, man, it just speaks.
And you got another dog on the side of him, Kurt.
Yeah,
He's another
Christian
great
Kirk,
receiver.
Christian
and
Kirk,
he,
exactly.
He able to stretch the field. So for him, I'm happy to see him in a good place like that. But it's just a consistency that makes me always pick him as he's that guy.
Z, I'm going to tee it up for you. What Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers got going on in Green Bay is nothing short of special.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing short of special. You don't have to choose Devontae Adams. But if you had to choose one to start a team with, who you got to start a team
You
with?
think you're a mind reader? Yeah, that's my guy. I'm going with Devontae. Yeah. I'm going with Devontae because even just like he said, you said Christian Kirk, you got Larry Fitzgerald who know the game. Devontae Adams, even though he have a great quarterback, he don't have those other guys around
That's
him
true.
supporting him. So,
That's true.
so they know
That's
this is
true.
who he going to, and you still can't stop it. Don't seem like he's the fastest.
Nope.
Right.
It don't seem like he ain't Tyreek Hill fast. He ain't Julio Jones big. His hands don't seem like they D-hop, but somehow
Some
7-Eleven.
way. Yeah.
He always open.
Always open.
Always open.
Amazing.
Yeah.
T-Cole, we got we talked about DeAndre Hopkins, we talked about Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams. Yeah. What you gonna pull out the hat, man?
I ain't gonna lie to you, like Will said, man. I gotta go with DeAndre Hopkins. He's wide receiver 1 for me because I'm looking for a wide receiver. Like no matter what route he runs, he's gonna catch that ball. Like he's just going. It don't matter what it is. Yeah. I know that I can throw it to him and he will catch the ball. Yeah. Another thing about DeAndre Hopkins, I know we're speaking of just this year, but you're talking about a guy that's had multiple quarterbacks.
Yep.
Right.
And always is just there. He can always be counted on.
Some bad coaching.
Come on now.
Everything, and he continues to overcome that.
And it's crazy. I do like Devontae Adams. I really, really do. I think he's elite. But when you got a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers who is like that, he can throw you open sometimes. You know what I'm saying? He can do the things. And for me, that's why I have to give DeAndre a little bit of the edge.
So
no fault.
Do we fault Jerry Rice for having Joe Montana?
No
Steve
fault.
Young?
No faulting. I'm just saying, I don't think that Devontae could have done that his entire career like DeAndre has been.
We're talking about this year, though.
I understand that.
Because if we start talking about consistency, then we should be talking about Julio Jones.
Yeah, but he's hurt.
We talking about this year.
He's talking about this year.
If you tell he say yeah, but he's hurt. That's consistent with Julio too. Always hurt.
Yeah.
But one person we didn't mention, no Tyreek Hill.
He's elite.
No, road runner. I mean,
And it's what he's doing is special. Don't get me wrong. But he's came into a situation where you got Andy, and Andy is a passing guru. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. These guys we talking about never had offensive coordinators the way that they have now. B-Hop never had a consistent coordinator. Adams, they just this is the second year of this coaching staff in Green Bay. You know what I mean? So it's
and it was turmoil the first year.
Yeah.
So Tyreek is just in a perfect situation, and they are using his expertise and his speed.
But again, you can't
You know what I mean?
knock him.
No,
for him
I'm
being-
not knocking him at all. I'm just saying
knock
that
him.
I can't put him in that
Situation, right.
category with these guys who working and have to go through different coaching changes.
And not only
You know
that,
what I mean?
Will, don't forget, he does have a tight end that has more receptions on the season than him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Absolutely.
and
That's true.
that's big.
Yeah.
True that.
Now,
And
it
you
is.
actually stretch the field more than your tight
Right.
end.
He
So,
does.
Right. That's
you know,
true.
And there's only one guy that I feel like we got to make sure we talk about. We got to talk about the young cat, DK Metcalf.
Man,
Yes.
Hey.
absolute
Yeah.
beast.
Got to talk about him
Yeah.
because
Modern day
he's
Megatron.
he's generational to
Yes.
me, possible at the
Absolutely.
wide
Yeah.
receiver position.
I mean, when you see him make a play like he made in prime time game, where he was able to run a guy down with the 10-yard head start and do it with ease. Man, he's different.
No, he's different.
I mean, his body style is even different, man. Like you say, the modern day Megatron.
Modern day
He
Megatron.
dropped some
man.
touchdowns, though. He dropped some balls.
And that's,
He dropped some and he
young-
still
that's
got
young-
10
that's
though.
young- That's
He
young
dropped-
guy
and he still got
mistakes.
10.
we can't say
But-
but when those are crucial.
No, he did. He did.
Oh, he's had his first share of drops.
He has.
But at the same time, I believe that his ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Oh my God.
And he's had a great season too.
yeah, oh, yeah.
And don't forget about Calvin Ridley's been good too this season.
Yeah.
For a young guy.
I like
It's,
Out of Alabama.
it's so shaky down there in Atlanta, man. I can't really talk about that, man.
Honestly.
You know, because with Matt being down there and being a veteran quarterback, it's no way they shouldn't be leaving the league as a receiver group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With him at quarterback. But
Well, you heard
that's a
T.I.
change that
even,
needs
you
to
heard
get
T.I.
made.
even say that he'll load the
get-
bus
yeah,
up,
yeah,
right?
get
Bus,
rid of him.
plane, train, whatever you
Yeah,
got to do, just
man.
get
We
this
gotta-
man
we gotta
right
figure
back
it
to
out.
to
Boston.
college.
Yeah. Go
But you
get-
know what? When we look at this list, man, there's a lot of guys on this list. You know, the guys like Keenan Allen, who's been
Yeah.
doing
Yep.
it for a long time,
Yep.
kind of under the radar this year.
Not really getting too much exposure.
Right, but when you look at his numbers, he still almost got almost to
With a
100
rookie
receptions.
quarterback.
With a rookie
With a rookie quarterback
Yeah.
who started, who got his first start unexpectedly.
Yeah.
You know,
The day of.
the day of, and been taking this thing by the horns and have been driving the bus. Now we know that the record is not very good, but still at the same time, Keenan Allen has been that steady Eddie that every team desires to have.
They locked
So-
him in for a while, too. So, you know,
Right,
it's going to grow.
right. We got to get to the end of this segment, though, guys. We got to wrap it up. We got to move on. We got to get to another break. We ask that you all stay right there with us. We'll be right back with more of Press Play.
Hello, I'm Simeon the Mortgage Man with Bank Midwest Mortgage. I have over 20 years of experience as a mortgage banker, and our state-of-the-art secure online mortgage center allows you to conveniently submit your application and documents online. Call me now at 314-485-9838 or apply online at simeonthemortgageman.com. Allow our family to help your family reach your goal of home ownership. Simeon the Mortgage Man with Bank Midwest Mortgage.
Just One Taste is moving on up. Located now in the heart of Florissant, 18 Patterson Plaza, serving the best chicken, fish, shrimp, tripe, and soul food sides. We also have catering and food truck services. And after one taste, you will be a customer for life.
And welcome back to Press Play. We want to thank you all again for being with us tonight. And as we head into our third segment of the night, NBA guys, rookie seasons.
Yeah.
We got a lot of standout rookies. Tell me, who do you think, and Will, we can start with you. Who do you think in this draft, this rookie class here, has the highest ceiling, the most upside, or who do you expect a breakout season from? And tell me why.
James Wiseman.
I like that.
Yeah.
The kid did all he can while he was at Memphis, but you know, NCAA being NCAA,
Right.
you know. But his upside, you know what I mean, his ability to do some of the things that he can do at that size, and as you can see, the NBA is really getting back big again as far as the post. You know what I mean? A lot of guys start being the KDs of the world, but now you're getting back to guys that can put their back to the basket and make a move and get to it. So seeing him in this draft, you know what I mean, it's guard heavy.
Right.
So I think he will be the one at the end of the day to have a better compared to a lot of these guards that's in here.
And then not only that, the thing I like about the James Wiseman, your James Wiseman pick is that he won't have no pressure.
Nope.
Right,
I mean, he's coming into a situation where you got a healthy Steph.
Yep. Yeah.
We know that the tragedy of Clay or whatever,
Yep.
but you
Draymond,
still got
Kelly
Draymond
Oubre,
around him. You got
Draymond,
Kendrick
Wiggins.
Oubre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He won't have any pressure.
Yep.
He can go out and just do what he do.
Yep.
But then you also got guys like Anthony Edwards, who just went to the
him, though? Would that lead
Timberwolves.
to him being Rookie of the Year with not having pressure?
Yeah.
Are they going to even put him in a position that they run anything with him, or will he get a lot of dump offs? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm expecting it to be like that.
Yeah.
But for year one, that might not be the worst thing for him.
Yeah.
Especially not having that college level ball under his belt.
Yeah.
That might not be the worst thing for him.
Yeah.
But again, like I say, like guys like Anthony Edwards going to the Timberwolves, a bad organization, not much around him. How do you 1 year of college? Great player at Georgia, but still only 1 year of college. So Tico, I'm gonna throw this one to you. How do you see him in that situation? That's not a very good situation, if you ask me.
Anthony Edwards is a ball player, right? He took a lot of shots at Georgia, but he also didn't have as much help, right? I personally think Karl Anthony Towns is pretty good, and I do think that would be a good fit for him. Honestly, I don't think it's a bad fit. I don't love him as far as, like, I think he's going to have some rookie struggles just because some of those changes and shots, he might not get those like that. Like, I still expect him to have a good season, but when I think about guys that can go in and do whatever they really want to do, it's a guy like Killian Hayes that I think is a sleeper that went to the Pistons that I really like. He has a lot of D-Lo in his game to me, and he's played already in the professional, so he kind of has a little bit of a different understanding. I really like him.
So Big Z, let me ask you this: guys like LaMelo Ball, who's coming in with all the hype, what do you expect from him?
Nothing.
As a rookie.
Nothing.
You talking my language. You talking my language.
I expect his daddy to keep talking and put a target on his back when he, just like his older brother, really don't have a shot, but he's a bad shot taker. Now, his passing is more splash than, but he can pass.
Yes.
But once they start buckling down, they're gonna see that.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have a lot of turnovers. I don't dislike the man, but I would rather talk about, like he said, Hayes being in Detroit, but are they gonna keep Derrick Rose?
Right.
Are they gonna keep those players, or are they gonna trade them to allow him to be? Because then Blake is still there.
Right.
So this is kind of hard to see who's gonna be a Rookie of the Year due to the fact that the position. Because even with Anthony Edwards, he could be good, but D'Lo's still there.
Right.
Yep.
I got a name I want to
true.
throw out.
I want
to throw out. You threw out your sleeper pick. This is a name I want to throw out as a sleeper pick. That Isaac Okoro, out of Auburn, up there in Cleveland. Man, the boy was always known for being a dog on the defensive end, and now he's starting to shoot the three ball. It's always a job for guys, them 3-and-D guys in the league. So, Will, let me ask you, besides Isaac Okoro, and who would your sleeper pick be? Like I said, we know the big name guys, Anthony Edwards, the James Wiseman. Who a sleeper pick?
Tariq Maxey.
Okay, yeah, that's a good
We
one.
seen this kid
That's a good one.
in Dallas, and I seen him up close in person. I was like, man, that kid can go.
Right.
You know what I mean? He can go. I didn't know he can go till he stepped a foot into Kentucky. And I was like, okay, he a pro.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You can see kids take steps in this game of basketball, and you can see some that's level
off, exactly.
And I seen that kid take a step, and you seen Calipari give that kid the ball later in the season. And I was like, yeah, man, this kid and
Ready.
to go to Philly, what they got around him, he'll be a kid that can come off the bench
Yes, he will.
and just play.
Right.
You know what I mean? He ain't got to worry about, because there's enough there around him. He can just go up there and play. So I think he will be one of those guys that can go up there and you be like, dang, yeah, he can be a Rookie of the Year.
It's only one other guy that I really do like. I think he could put a lot of pressure on Lonzo Ball. My guy Wood, C. Wood, shout out to you, big dog. Kyra Lewis Jr. from Alabama. If you're talking about a true point guard, another guy that can actually, because he can shoot. He can shoot a little bit too. AC Wood, I'm tapped in. I know he gonna be something, big dog.
So Z, let me ask you. You got a guy in Obi Toppin, came out of the A-10 at Dayton, getting to play in front of his hometown. But not just any hometown.
The Mecca.
I'm talking about the Mecca. Up in New York, man, with them Knicks. That's gonna be a tough. Man, them gonna be some tough shoes to walk in, man. What do you expect from him? How do you think he survived that?
I think he's built for it because he's been an underdog for so long. He's like one of the last people like a Tim Duncan, not in his game, meaning that had to stay and steady polish their game. So now he already got a grown man body coming into the league. And like y'all say, only pressure he have is playing in front of his home crowd. I think he's going to love that. He a New York kid, so he going to run with that arrogance. He going to run with that confidence. And it's New York. He ain't really losing because the fans going to be there regardless.
Yeah, but we know how the fans in New York can be.
That's media capital of the world. You know, so.
And don't forget, Patrick Williams from FSU. He only 19 years old. He went to the Bulls. Hey, that's a guy that I don't think maybe in year one that's already ready, but that's some development that can be done. He can be, he is.
Hey, that kid Tyrese Halliburton, man,
good glue guy.
Good glue guy.
Thank you.
Good.
But the only thing that worries me, man. No, Sacramento. Man,
They got a good young team down there, man.
No, it's not about the nucleus and the team. We just see so many youngsters go there, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know if it's the culture. I don't know what it is. Is that what it is? I mean, I don't know what it is, man, and that concerns me seeing a kid like him have to go out there with you don't have much of a veteran presence. You got a lot of youngsters who depending on other youngsters, and we know how that can turn out.
They just signed your boy to the big contract, so he's the man. And you would, you don't know De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox.
I like De'Aaron Fox. You would think in a place like Sacramento, when all you could do is play basketball, you would think they would be better. And I mean, it's not San Fran, it's not Oklahoma, it's not Oakland. Sacramento.
Hey, Tyrese Halliburton, though, he's pretty solid. I like him as a glue guy. I think he'll be actually pretty good with the Kings.
He is a glue guy. He is that. But I'm gonna give y'all about 10 seconds apiece. Tell me who your rookie of the year is. We'll start down on the end. T-Code, we'll work our way around. Who your rookie of the year?
Ooh, I'm gonna go Ant Edwards. I just feel comfortable with it. I'm not sure how he looks, but I'm gonna just be comfortable. I'll go Ant Edwards.
I'm gonna go with a sleeper. I wasn't gonna go with Anthony Edwards. I'm gonna go with Obi Toppin.
Coming off the bench right now.
Right now.
Okay.
Right now.
I'm gonna stay with James, man.
That's going to be tough for James. I think that's going to be tough for James. If I had to pick right now, if you pulled my teeth and made me pick, I would go to Anthony Edwards. I would go with Anthony Edwards. And the reason why I would go with Anthony Edwards is because he's going to have that opportunity to put up more shots. He's going to have that opportunity to make mistakes, the young rookie mistakes, and not have to be looking over his shoulder like a lot of rookies typically do.
I just want to go with him for sure. I would have went with him too. I want to see if we can find a sleeper.
And I'm not sure about Obi Toppin in the Knicks, but talk soon.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
You know what? I really don't have a problem. I really don't have a problem with Obi Toppin and the Knicks. I don't have a problem with that pick for real. Because like you say, like I was saying, right now he is coming off the bench. But at the same time, we know with that Knicks organization, they're a young organization.
I had a problem with it. They have all power forwards. What are you doing?
Well, guys, again, I want to say thank you all, my co-hosts and the panel, for being with us tonight and your input. And to all of you out there that tuned in with us, we want to thank you. And we ask that you just do one thing for us. If you missed anything that we said, if you have a problem with anything that we said, or you just can't believe that we said it, go back, rewind the tape, and press play. We'll see you all tomorrow night.
I think Draymond is gonna help.